How's it going, everybody? This is Malcolm.
Tim the Twerker.
Joe here.
And this is the business meeting. I guess what we're going to do is we're going to try and get these episodes going. And we're just going to give you guys some random topics and our thoughts on stuff.
It's all nonprofit, by the way.
It's all nonprofit.
Everything goes... Where does it go?
Yeah, just my bank account. Hopefully.
Everything just goes straight to his bank account.
Hopefully sooner or later I'll make millions off of it. We'll see where that goes.
Yeah.
Today's topic, I guess we're going to go something simple. Favorite movie. Favorite movie, why, who's in it, what's it about?
Sure. And then I'll start it off. As a kid, my favorite go-to movies, always when they were on, I think they were on like FX all the time. James Bond, Pierce Brosnan, Die Another Day. I forget the other ones that he did, but James Bond, my favorite spy movie.
When did those come out? 80s?
No. Pierce Brosnan was, I think, early 90s, mid-90s.
To be honest, I've never seen not even one of any of the James. Not even not even. I would say an extended period of time. Not 10 minutes of a James Bond movie.
Really?
Never.
James Bond. If you want something that kind of like you compare, like music is one of the things where you can compare through the ages.
Sure.
James Bond films, you can tell. Who is it? Sean Connery. You could see Sean Connery's.
Hold on, let's get Sean Connery out.
Sean Connery's James Bond was like, most of them are sexualized, of course, but sexist was kind of like.
I've heard that
and almost like demeaning. Like one of it's weird. One of my favorite parts of Sean Connery's movie is when.
Is he still alive?
Yeah.
Okay.
The girl comes out and she's in the bathtub and he's watching her get like in the shower and she's dressing.
Right.
And then the scene she asks.
He's dead.
He's dead?
Oh, he is dead.
He died at age 90.
Oh, this
wow.
just in for anybody that's listening. Sean
2013.
Connery is not alive.
I thought he was. Oh wow.
Oh, R.I.P. R.I.P. to my man Sean.
I've been missing for
He's
like
out.
9 years apparently.
These
like
things
so.
happen.
Yeah, Sean Connery's still alive.
So yeah, but of course.
Who's the new James Bond?
Daniel Craig.
Yeah,
Daniel
Daniel
Craig.
Craig is his name.
But
Is he any good?
yeah, I think it's a different element. So like he's the lady killer kind of thing. So like she's in the tub, right?
Yes.
And he's looking at her. She's like, can you get me some clothes so I can get out? And he literally gives her let me get something to wear, she says, something like that. And he literally gives her a pair of high heels.
That's it.
Red high
Just
heels.
the high
And
heels.
then he stares at her and leans at like a 45 degree angle.
I respect that. That's a
Funny.
gangster move.
It's a gangster move, but you could tell back in the day.
It's very sexist.
It's very sexist.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Very
then
misogynist.
let me
Can't
ask
really
you
get away
this.
with that now.
Let me ask you
You
this.
definitely can.
So then, I'm assuming there's probably 6, 7, 8 Bond movies. Which one is your all-time favorite? I'm talking your all-time favorite movie.
All-time favorite movie.
Right.
Like I said, it's still Pierce Brosnan. I forget if it's Die Another Day. It's the one with Halle Berry.
The one with Halle Berry, so 007 Halle Berry.
Yes, please.
Die Another Day,
I think it's Die Another Day.
Halle.
Or
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah, it was
that's
Die
the
Another
one.
Day.
Very-
That's
Oh
the
yeah,
one.
she's smoking.
She's
Yeah,
gorgeous.
she used to be up there, huh?
Yeah, she's smoking.
People would always say Halle Berry's hot. I never
Not a
really
big
got
fan
it.
of the short hair thing, but
Really?
yeah,
It goes with her.
but she's smoking.
Yeah, it goes
Yeah,
with her.
I agree.
I
agree entirely.
Did she do Gothica? I forget.
Yes, she
Did
did.
she?
She did
Why does Bill
Gothica.
die like that?
Type in Gothica. Halle Berry 1000% did Gothica. Yeah, she didn't do too many of those.
I don't
She's
think
going.
she
She's
did.
going into them now, but she didn't do too many of those thriller/horrors. Now she's back into them.
Oh, really?
But this was more or less her only one. I'm almost
'Cause-
positive it was Halle Berry, right?
I thought
Maybe.
maybe.
It popped up, like autocorrect, whatever.
Did it? Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's on Netflix.
Oh, this
It's
one.
super good.
This
now
one.
we're promoting the movie Gothica on Netflix, but Halle Berry, yeah, you're welcome.
Netflix sponsorship, please.
Sure.
But yeah, James Bond. I always thought, or Pierce Brosnan specifically. That's why you always, for people that don't know me, obviously you guys don't. But I normally try to dress up dapper. Used to be
Peacoats.
rocking peacoats,
Really?
blazers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was rocking that kind of like that business casual in high school.
Yeah.
That was me. That was all the whole time.
Like a school with no uniform?
Well, kind of. No.
Had a uniform, but you
I mean-
like spiced it up
Oh
even
no, we,
more?
we,
Well,
we
didn't
definitely
have
didn't have a uniform.
Uniform. It was just more, like I said, I had a blazer, like a spring. I think it was a spring blazer that was velvet, and it felt nice.
When you think about it, it's kind of ironic. You kind of dressed like you were going to a business meeting.
Yeah.
which is very ironic because we are currently.
What were the shoes? It was like you went full business casual or something?
No. It was blazers, a nice polo shirt, and then
either some jeans or like black khaki pants, right?
Most of the time when I'm wearing
something like that, yeah.
And then just a pair of nice sneakers that went with it.
But the hair was always slicked back. The glasses were on. He was fit. He was fit.
Yeah, that was back in high school, man. And then that's where I fell in love with the Aston Martin. That's why it's my dream car.
Do you like the Aston Martin over the Tesla? That's a different topic, but if you could choose one right now, Aston Martin or Tesla?
This podcast is paying for my Aston Martin. Right. So Aston Martin, no doubt. But it goes affordable dream car, my K5 that I got going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
A little later down my life, a Tesla. I wanted to get one of those ones that drive themselves, and then later down the road, when I'm super famous from this podcast, or tomorrow, I'm going to dive into an Aston Martin, and not the DB7, which is I think the older model. I want the DB9.
Type in that DB9. The DB11 is out. I just saw that.
I think those are the newer ones. That's the Pierce Brosnan one joint.
Oh, I didn't even realize that's what you were doing.
Yeah,
it's all full circle, huh?
Yeah, that's the one that he drives. The Daniel Craig drives the DB11, I believe.
Interesting. If I could have any dream car and I were to steal it off of my favorite show or movie, it would probably be the '67 Impala off of Supernatural.
God, yes, absolutely. As soon as you said it,
the '67 Impala is probably my favorite TV car, probably ever.
Yeah,
67 Impala.
Plus, they treat that thing like it's
his baby. Yeah, it's
even when the show's over, I think he took it.
Yeah, great. I wouldn't be surprised if he did. It's honestly, it's not
tight.
It's not the dopest car. It's just something simple. It's old school. It's a classic.
Yeah.
And if you maintain it, runs forever.
It makes a statement. It's like
Yeah. I'm pulling up in a fucking '67. What are you pulling up in? A Kia? Which is what I have.
You just hit it. Just hit there.
I'm driving a Kia. Calm down with that.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, but you're in a K5 and I'm in a Forte.
True. But Fortes are nice.
So first Kia, then Aston Martin.
No, Kia. So I started in Toyota.
Sponsorships.
Yes. So I'm gonna Toyota first.
Okay.
Toyota first, and then I jumped into a Kia, and then Tesla, hopefully, and then one of the dream days if it's there in Aston Martin.
Right.
Without the machine guns, with machine guns would be cool.
Right.
Yeah.
But,
at the very least, get like that eject button where like the roof opens up and the passenger
I don't,
shoots out.
No.
Acme style.
Acme style, yeah. All right. Well, that's Joe Bond for you. What about you, Malcolm? What's your favorite movie?
I would always just say 7 pounds,
which I've never seen.
I would always say 7 pounds. It came out during the when Jaden Smith when he was a little kid,
7 pounds. So this came out when what was that other
Pursuit
of Happiness?
Yes.
Yeah.
This was around that time.
I remember seeing that with Dad.
So then, why is it your
7
favorite movie?
pounds.
Is it because of Will?
It's not because of Will. I don't know. I just like the message of the film. He just gives everything he has away, basically. Like quite literally, he's like donating different parts of his body and shit. So,
literally, like his kidney and his
like
liver.
giving shit away.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think
And
I've heard
just
of
for the need of others. And I don't know. It just hit me hard when I was a kid. Like, when did this come out?
I've never once heard of this movie.
06?
I've never seen like a poster for it.
I think I've heard of it, but I've genuinely, I didn't follow Will Smith like that.
I mean, it's 06. We were 10. You were fucking 9.
I mean, how old are you? I'm 24 in a
25.
couple days. Oh, you're older than me. I didn't realize you were older than me.
I'm 26.
Yeah, you're old as shit.
Like,
Anyway,
whoa.
sorry.
I
Sorry.
don't know why everybody's doing that all of a sudden.
Okay, so then let me ask you this
That's
then.
your old as shit, man.
Do you like it? Are you an organ donor? Let me ask you that.
No.
Because obviously
I mean,
that's what this guy is.
On my fucking license, sure, like it says so. Sure.
Yeah, see, I'm not. I think that's strange. Maybe that's because I'm maybe a little more spiritualistic. I don't think any part of my body should be going anywhere.
Really?
Oh yeah, 1,000%.
To me, that's the opposite of even like spiritualistic.
I think this is totally off the subject as well. I think my body is part of who I am, not just my mind.
Right.
A lot of people think it's just their mind.
Yeah.
I think it's absolutely 1,000% also my
body
body.
too?
Yeah. Oh yeah, 1,000%.
It's
My vessel is
part of it.
absolutely who I am.
Yeah. Okay, I can see that. I can see that why that makes sense.
Like what you just said is like 15%.
You don't necessarily agree.
Really, yeah, like really who you are. I think like your body's probably just like
It's just something that contains you.
like it's just, like people say body's a vessel. I think so.
Okay.
Not to the point where it's like it's invaluable. Like I don't value this shit as who I am or something
Right.
like that. But I don't.
You don't think it's the
100%?
end all be all? Understood.
No. You said end all be all.
Right, like you could still be you without this vessel.
Yeah.
For instance.
100%.
Okay, yeah.
I just want
I'm not
to be
sure.
expressing myself through this vessel.
Let's save that one for another podcast. But I'm not sure. I don't necessarily think I agree with that. I think that's very interesting.
Yeah, no.
So, but what about this movie? I mean,
mainly the message behind it, the theming about just selflessness, I guess.
Selflessness it's a very important trait. Yeah.
And I guess because I saw it with Dad. 10 years old, seeing his dad in the movies, yeah.
There's some
good
sentiment
memory.
there.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Makes sense,
But
yeah.
7 Pounds and Pursuit of Happiness. I think I saw both of those with Dad, for real. In
makes
theaters,
sense.
maybe. But yeah, I like those movies a lot.
So was his kid also in this movie?
Yeah, Jaden.
Huh.
Jaden was...
Was it pivotal, or was he just kind of there?
He was a kid.
He was just there. He was just a kid there.
I think
Well, because in Pursuit of Happiness, kind of the point was
for
the struggle with the kid and the
Yeah,
father.
but I mean,
and
like...
this, it's not about the kid. It's about...
Jaden wasn't like, oh my God.
Right.
Whoa.
Right. Understood.
You see this kid? You know, like, no.
Understood. Not to be rude or anything, but I think my favorite movie shits on both of your favorite movies. And that's...
I mean, that's the definition of rude.
It is...
Absolutely. No disrespect.
If you want to break it... I mean, look up the definition of rude right quick.
Look up the definition
No, I'm
of
just
rude
messing
right
with
quick.
you. But Roadhouse. I think Roadhouse
Yeah, you're wrong.
shits on all these
Roadhouse?
movies. Yeah,
What the fuck is Roadhouse?
Patrick Swayze's Roadhouse.
You've never seen it?
You've never seen Roadhouse?
No, don't worry. Neither have I.
It
It's
has
just
the
garbage.
best actor of all time and the second best actor of all time. The best actor of all time being Sam Elliott.
No.
Do you know who Sam Elliott is?
I vaguely know.
Okay, well,
that is.
First of
I
all,
can't
Patrick
even-
Swayze is literally
Roadhouse.
God. We talked about that on episode 0.
Yes, we
which
did.
you listeners will never hear. You might.
You might.
If you find it.
It's fine.
But yeah, no, this is a movie about he's a bouncer basically. He's in the I would say in the beginning he's bouncing this bar. This guy calls him up. He's like, "Look, I'm opening up this bar. It's a piece of shit right now, but it can be something super special. I need you. I need the best." He's like, "I'm not the best. Sam Elliott's the best." He's like, "Sam Elliott is really, really cool, but he's old. I need you." Basically, he comes up, he takes this piece of shit bar, and he turns it into like this super dope hopping club. There's a lot of cool fight scenes. The music in it is great. The rock is great. There's a cool sex scene in it. Everybody loves hot chicks. There's a really cool fighting scene where he literally rips someone's throat out. There's monster
Rips
trucks in this
someone's throat
movie.
out.
Yeah, dude, this movie is so cool. I'd say I love it the most though because Patrick Swayze is just a dope actor. When you see like him and his demeanor, you're like, yeah, I could see myself being that person.
Yeah, no.
And I wouldn't have a problem being that guy. You really have you seen it?
I've seen pieces. I don't think I've seen
He's
it
so
all the way through.
stoic and chill and relaxed, but he'll also fuck you up.
First of all, that's almost every movie that he plays that.
But hold on, here.
Even in
Watch. This is.
That's so dramatic.
It's obviously
What did
a
he
90s
do?
movie.
Why did he rip his throat out? What did he do?
So there's a lot of detail.
There's gotta be-
Earlier in the movie, he fought a case where he ripped someone's throat out through self-defense, and he passed it. They were kind of just calling that back, like, oh, this is the guy that ripped his throat out. Oh, he just did it again. And it's obviously a very 90s movie. Oh, it's 89. And look, that's terrible.
yeah,
but as
the man
far
had,
as
like, ketchup in his hand.
yeah, as far as for its time, I think it's one of the greatest movies ever.
Okay.
Like I said, The Rock is great. Great fighting scenes. There's a good sex
What do you mean
scene.
The Rock is great? Oh, the
The
music?
Rock. There's great
okay.
music.
Okay.
No,
No,
I
I
great
thought,
music.
I thought genuinely.
Can you smell what the Rock is cooking?
Yeah, no, yeah. The
Like,
Rock is in this
and
movie.
Sweet chinny music.
He rips
somebody.
Patrick Swayze, throws out at the end, alternate ending.
But yeah, no, that's probably my favorite movie.
Roadhouse.
And I honestly dress like him too. I don't know if you can't see it today, but normally I'll just go out in jeans and a black shirt, which is what he's wearing. Sometimes you can see his little gold chain.
Okay.
As you whip it out right
As
now.
I whip my gold chain around my neck.
Just so you know, he thoroughly whipped the chain out. He like
Look, yeah, there's the black jeans. I mean, the denim jeans, the black shirt. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably my favorite movie of all time. And
We
it's
have
a
talked
lot
about
better
Patrick Swayze
than the
before.
movies that you guys were talking about.
Absolutely not.
Is it really?
Absolutely not.
This is just an action flick though, like for the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like action flicks.
Yep.
Uh,
You should I'll buy it for you guys. If you want to watch it, I'll buy it for you. That's how much I love this movie.
You like it?
Yeah. Every girl I've ever dated, I said, if you don't like this movie, the chances of us dating longer than a month, it's not a problem.
Because every time you see her, you'll just say, "Wow."
She's like, you
she
don't like
doesn't
Roadhouse.
that
What do I
movie."
like you? What do I like you?
Yeah,
for?
like
yeah, what's the purpose?
Yeah.
I think that's the end of it.
No, absolutely not. I'm sorry. What's his name in the movie?
This guy, Patrick Swayze.
Patrick Swayze's character.
I don't remember his name in the movie, which is crazy. It's
Well,
Dalton.
yeah,
It's
okay.
Dalton. It's Dalton.
Dalton.
Sorry.
I'm
And
sorry.
I only know that because I looked at the screen and it said Dalton, but I actually knew that. I knew that subconsciously.
I didn't even notice that it said it on the screen.
His name is
However,
Dalton. Look up Sam Elliott right quick.
He's not gonna take down.
Yeah, he's
James
right here.
Bond. I'm sorry.
Patrick Swayze will fuck up. There he is, Sam Elliott.
Oh, I do know Sam Elliott.
Sam Elliott
Yeah,
or
yeah.
Patrick Swayze will fuck up James
For
Bond.
Sammy Elliott has not aged.
He's been
Forever.
old. He's been old since 78.
Yes.
He's been old since 78.
Is this him?
That's him. That guy right there.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I mean,
Texas
like, this
Roadhouse.
guy right here.
That's
modern
him
dude?
right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
him.
him today. Yeah. So he's in the
Looks like somebody else.
he's in the show The Ranch on Netflix with
I don't fucking know.
Kelso. What's Kelso off of that 70s show?
He's dating what's her name?
But anyway, yeah, that's their
Ashton
current
Kutcher.
show. Yeah.
Okay.
Ashton Kutcher.
Sam Elliott, he's got a
One
very
movie I do
deep
want to see with you
timbre
guys is
voice.
The
Yeah.
Matrix. You guys were talking about it. I was like, I don't know anything about The Matrix.
Did you watch it?
Nah.
You still haven't
I
watched it?
I still need to pull it up. Yeah, just watch it.
Why are we friends with you? Why are you here?
Yeah. So
I
as
mean,
far
I
as
don't know. I'm okay at pool.
it's
Yeah, I
strange.
guess
I would
so.
say Matrix 1, fantastic movie. Matrix 2 and 3, great ideas.
Great ideas.
Terrible movies. So as far as great movies, I think the only one you need to watch as far as great movies is 1. What do you think?
It goes Matrix, Reloaded, and then something else, right?
No, it's what the hell is the second one called? It's not Reloaded.
We have
it's-
Google right here, guys.
Yeah, we do.
Type in the Matrix trilogy.
The first one, good because it opens up into the world of agents and how cool like the combat is.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second one, more so of like a kind of like a chick flick.
Yeah.
You go into the second one, or you go into the first one being like, what is this place? And then it treats you that, and it tells you like their combat is like close hand combat and all that jazz, and you're fighting, you're shooting bullets. Second one, you're just like, it's kind of a chick flick. He's all about a girl, and he's still kind of fighting, but it's mainly about the girl. And then the third one, which was
Revolutions.
yes, so
oh,
we're seeing it now.
I remember that one the most.
I don't
for some
remember
reason.
Revolutions.
Revolutions was cool because that's where all the fighting really breaks out.
Yeah.
However, for its time, it does not match up for today.
Right.
So if you're using today's graphics and all that jazz, it does not hold it at all.
That's-
You're gonna look at it and be like, "What is this garbage?" But when you sit down and watch it as a kid, like I did, I thought they were fucking cool.
Yeah, so like I guess to break it down, I would say a good movie it's especially an action movie. It has to have great action and also has to have great dialogue.
Yes.
I feel like you only get that with 1 and 2.
I
mean, you only get that with 1. 2 and 3, you're either getting great dialogue or great action, not necessarily both.
For me,
For me,
the first one is
oh,
this is awesome world building.
Right.
They built the world super awesome, the human world and the Matrix.
Right.
Now it makes sense. It brings me invested. Second one is, why would I? Neo's trying to have sex with this chick. I don't frankly
Basically,
care. You're doing almost. He's breaking the worlds, both worlds, human world and the Matrix.
Maybe
world.
it's like a spoiler just for me because I kind of just want to watch it again. But like, who does she end up being? Like, who is she?
Trinity.
That's her name. Trinity. Trinity is her name, and she's
really?
the. Pretty much
she's the love interest. She's the love interest. That's crazy how we said it at the same time. Cool.
Fist bump. You get that feeling in the first movie anyway when he wakes up.
1000%.
And then it develops in the second one, and then it just gets. It gets kind of weird and like kind of dumb
Okay.
once you
Just
start
like what?
lining the things up, and you're just like that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
And then the third one is more, all right, shit's popping off. I want to see why everything's popping off. CGI not the greatest. Hand-to-hand combat pretty smooth.
Yeah,
And
like, I
then-
just remember like, all the action sequences being like really big.
And if you're not paying attention, like the third one, you will lose completely the idea of what the hell you're watching, because the third one is so confusing.
Right.
yeah,
Like with the lighthouse scene and all that jazz.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
Sort
very
of. I
very
vaguely
different.
remember it.
Yeah, no, I mean it's on. They're on Netflix. I'm almost positive on Netflix. You could at least
so.
watch 1 tonight, which I would recommend you
I
doing.
recommend it too.
I
Also,
mean,
there
even
is a
without
fourth one.
Netflix, I can just go somewhere else and just fucking find it. You know,
Yeah.
Like I said, if the movie's good enough,
it's not on Netflix.
I'll buy it for
it's
you.
not on Netflix.
No,
That's crazy.
It's really?
I don't
Yeah,
think
there's
so.
a lot of stuff that's just not on Netflix. That
Uh,
we just thinking about. And it's like, oh,
That's why they call it Netflix and chill, because you're not watching the movies.
Basically.
The movies are terrible. You're
honestly,
you're fucking.
honestly, the movies that come up
Speaking
on
of-
Netflix these days are really trash.
They used to. I would say 4 or 5 years ago they were great. Like back then, you had Lost, you had Friends. They were so good.
Yeah,
You had
Friends.
The Office. Friends is great. So don't
Sorry,
be-
wife.
don't
Friends
be a
is.
hater.
I've never really seen it. I've never been much of like a soap opera, sitcom, right?
You don't like
sitcoms
sitcoms? Yeah, it's a sitcom. I guess I'd say it's a sitcom, right?
It's not. It has its moments.
So
I've
then
never
what-
had one that I was just like, I'm gonna watch this.
So then what do you like?
You talking when it comes to TV?
Sure.
Shit, man. Cartoons. I can watch cartoons all day to
Hell
this
yeah,
day.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's-
Just not what's
Like
on.
anime or
Nah,
cartoons?
nah, cartoons.
Or like-
Anime is whatever. Yeah, like fucking
I'm not a cartoon guy.
documentaries. I
Documentaries
watch
are dope.
documentaries all
That's
day.
fine. depending on what the documentary is.
Yeah, so my thing is first of all, it depends on what the documentary is, and I probably have to be in some type of way inebriated. I wouldn't want to be.
Wait, well, this is
sober. You want to learn?
I don't want to be sober too. No, it's not that I don't want to learn. I definitely want to learn, but is it really going to be that interesting if I'm sober?
I mean, it depends on what you're
like I said,
listening to.
It does depend, huh?
I thought the time frame was like.
No, this is in general.
No, just in general.
Whichever.
Yeah,
what I can watch today. Yeah,
Right.
Cartoons, documentaries, combat sports, fucking boxing, anything.
Combat
boxing,
sports
Muay
is
Thai,
great.
anything.
I love me some UFC.
KFC. I mean, I said KFC.
Yeah, I mean, KFC's dope too. Shout out to KFC if you want to sponsor
Combat,
us.
you know.
Combat chicken sports, yeah.
Shit.
Dude, no, I think that's illegal. I think they call that cockfighting and it's illegal.
It's definitely cockfighting. we should call this episode 1 "Cockfighting is illegal."
Cockfighting is illegal.
Anyways,
Yes, I would rather see like a thriller or a horror. Or,
most definitely.
Or
What
a
kind of
suspense.
thriller? Like what thriller comes to your mind?
Thriller.
I just laugh at that shit. Horror, suspense, thriller. It's
Thriller.
fun.
So to me, I think thriller would be like the show Slasher, or maybe Black Mirror. Sometimes those are a little more than thriller.
Thriller?
Yeah, they're thriller. There's always something there that you're anticipating the whole time to happen. That's what I. That's
I
what
always
consider
like connotated thrillers to kind of like being next to horror, where there's constant like death, like stake of like your life being lost kind of thing.
The
In
best,
terms of that kind of horror.
Right.
I would say like the best actor that does the thrillers, like you get an idea, is Denzel Washington.
Denzel with thrillers. That's action thriller.
Well, yeah, okay. So if you
because what he's talking about more so is horror thriller.
are you going?
Final Destination
That's
maybe could
horror
be
thriller.
a
Is it horror
thriller.
Final Destination would be horror
I
thriller.
know torture porn.
Because it's more because Denzel's never in a scary, quote unquote, a scary movie.
Fair, I guess.
It's you're anticipating something, but you're not scared.
Yeah,
What
I'm
you're
talking about like scary.
Are you going with scary?
It'd be
Okay.
horror, right.
Scary, yeah.
I don't.
So like a horror thriller to me would be
Gothica, like we said earlier.
Gothic. Any of the Paranormal Activities.
Those are-
Sure. Yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
horror.
okay.
It's a
Okay,
thrill,
okay.
but it's
Those
not.
are
It's not
really
a
funny.
slasher.
Those are really
It's not
fucking funny.
gore. I love them.
I gotta watch that tonight.
It probably is a branch part. But Ghosts, can't do it.
13 Ghosts or Ghosts?
First of all, that was a great movie too. 13 Ghosts.
Look it up. I don't know which one we're on.
Ghost.
13 Ghosts.
Yeah.
13 Ghosts is the one where
That's
they're in
with-
the glass house.
Yes, with Shaggy.
This movie is just called
With
Ghosts.
Shaggy, yes, with
Yes.
Shaggy. That one's called 13th Ghost.
That one's
13th Ghost?
Yeah.
The 13th Ghost, yes.
The one with your
Yours.
guy.
So-
Ghost is.
So that movie
Patrick
right
Swayze.
there.
This one was.
That is
oh
a.
my God.
That is a. Let me stop right here. This is one of the best horror movies ever,
I've never
and
seen
today it holds up.
Yes.
Today it holds up.
It still
When
gives
did
me
it come
creepy
out?
Vibes.
Do we got a
should be
date on
early-
it?
It should be early 2000s.
2001.
2001. Okay, so
Yes.
it's been 20 years. This movie today, if it dropped today, I feel like it'd be one of the best horror movies ever.
Absolutely.
Oh, dude, it is so
Absolutely.
good.
Absolutely.
Is it like? I don't get scared at movies, but is it like kindly you get scared at it, or is it like
Yes,
just like
because
Absolutely.
this is kind of
It's, like, weird.
ritualistic, satanic type stuff.
Oh, okay.
It's very different.
So,
if you believe in spiritualistic type of stuff, this is
It'll
the
creep you
horror
out.
movie for you. Oh yeah.
So it's been a little while since I've seen it, but the whole premise of it is, I think like what? It's not 13 people, but a good chunk of people are stuck in this glass house.
Yep.
And then
Their spirits are.
No. There's people, and then there's spirits.
Yes.
So there's 13 spirits stuck in a glass house.
Okay.
And then there's, I want to say 13 people to make 13. And then every 15 minutes or hour,
I don't
the
remember
spirits open the door. They open the doors so the spirits can get out and roam, or they have to get them back in their cases. It's like an SCP thing. So
okay.
you can get them back into their containment, and each one of them has their own like fucked up thing that they do.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the jackal like rips your like limbs off. Or
So
something like that.
if you've ever actually seen The Cabin in the Woods,
Yes.
Yeah.
at the end when you see all those different types of monsters, they actually bit from this movie.
Oh, do they?
Oh, for sure, yeah, because there's different types of monsters in this with a different type of lore, which is kind of the thing with Cabin in the Woods when they were talking about the merman. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as a thriller horror, especially for something that's 20 years old, this is definitely one of the best ones that I've ever seen.
Okay.
It's
I
so
forgot
good.
that it starts off in a like a.
If you guys just like want to have a
like-
night where we just like watch horror movies,
movie night?
that'd be great. Yeah.
A movie
Yeah,
that would be
I
dope,
mean,
man.
Movies.
I
Maybe-
wouldn't actually mind that. And actually, my wife is getting back into watching horror movies with me if she wants to, and this one would be a good one to throw back to. And plus, it's not like your stupid horror movie because like they kind of get set up. I think if I remember correctly,
They get set up.
it's not like Cabin in the Woods where it's
They're
like,
kind of just throwing things
stupid.
together.
Yeah,
And it comes
or-
together at the end. Though this is it's a true story, and it has parallels to it. It's I don't know. It's honestly great.
I got try it.
Yeah, it's not like a kick to the dick kind of thing. Because Cabin in the Woods, kick to the dick. That's what that movie is.
And that's I mean that's our favorite movie. That's just this is a start.
Yeah.
It's a start.
This is a start to it. Malcolm, if you want to go ahead and play that outro, so everybody can get a listen to that,
Start.
and we'll hit you with episode 2 when we do it.
It's a start.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a start.
Start.
I'm just gonna keep saying it's a start until
Yeah.
we play.
So
Yep.
it's a
Just-
start.
Don't worry,
Just
guys.
start.
See, that's the thing is, on the second episode is we'll already have it ready and we'll just click it.
Yeah. So you guys
it's a
don't
start.
have to.
It's
No,
definitely a start.
It's definitely a start.
Yeah, it's a start.
But that being said, let me shout out Slap You Sleep, ZZZ, aka my buddy Dave, with our intro music, and here's the outro.
It's a start.
It's a start.
It's just definitely a start.
It's a start.